How you fellas doing? We're about to have us a little screw party in this red Prius over here if you want to join us.
No, you're not going anywhere near that Prius, okay?
Here's what we're talking about. We're talking about a bunch of hobos in a stranger's car with talk radio playing really loud. It's gonna be a nice evening.
Well, we're not participating in that. We have no interest.
Let me rephrase it. We got a jar of old mustard, we got a poodle. Get in there, we're gonna put some D's and some A's.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys?
How you know who we are? We gotta go. Come on! Hey, goose it, boys! Rub your dicks on the car as you run away!
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another Yo Joe Jerk Toy Review! I'm your host, Frankie Knives, and today we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Shadow Tracker. Alright, let's take a look at this package. Over here we got Shadow Tracker ready to put an arrow in someone's ass. Up here we got this fucking pyramid thing. Down here we got the Dark Energon shit. Over here we get the portrait of the character. Up here we got a shitload of accessories. On this side of the package, we get the artwork, the QR code, the impossible to fucking read battle stats. On this side of the box, we get the extended artwork, number 108. On the back of the package, we get a render of Shadow Tracker and all of his fucking shit. Shit on his shoulder. Shit on his waist. Battle stats. Legal mush. On the bottom of the box, just more foreign shit. And your barcode. Alright, let's open this package. Excalibur! Come to me! Alright, now we're ready. Cut! Pop! Time to nut up or shut up. Ugh. Here's your quick look at Shadow Tracker. Ooh, he looks like a monster. Alright, you know what time it is. It's time to do the Foot Locker. Cobra symbol. Fucking Cobra Shadow Tracker. Number 108. Alright, let's pop this motherfucker. We get one bag of fun. Launch. Oh, that was so clean. Spin-a-rooney. Let's do this. All right, rip, fucking tear that shit. Open. Oh, I missed some shit, but see you at the table, y'all. All right, let's take a look at this figure. All right, real quick on the head sculpt. I'm really digging this. I like the voodoo skull mask thing going on here. The green wash looks really cool on it. Those fucking silver eyes are gonna haunt me in my nightmares. Really good sculpting down here. You could see his earlobe has a red gauge in it. Neat little detail. Same deal on this side. You could see his ear with a gauge in it. His dreadlocks are sculpted really good. You could kind of see a seam line running through, but whatever. Nice gray paint that fades down into the black. Around the back it comes down into a ponytail. Sculpted really well, made out of rubbery plastic, so it shouldn't get it in the way. On this side he's got a little red detail in his dreadlock. And all in all, I like the face sculpt. I think it's really neat. Now let's take a look at the rest of them. So starting down at the boots right away, if we just take a look at this waist, and I can tell you right now, it's just reuse of our boy Zartan. This whole figure is on the Zartan buck, but that's okay. They've changed things up enough, but just so you could see it, they really didn't do anything but just change the paint, and that's okay. I don't mind this kind of reuse, and I like this Zartan buck. I just don't like that it doesn't have any articulation down here at the forearm. Nice flame effect on the boot. Boot itself has nice texture and a brownish gray color. The shin armor is cast in a black plastic. Same as Zartan. The knee joint is completely black. If you spin it around, it kind of breaks the illusion back here. And I'm not a fan when they do this, but I understand why. Up here on the thigh, same deal, just the Zartan leg redone. It looks really good. If you don't have Zartan, these plates right here are just molded in. Same thing with the two straps. But this little harness here is brand new. It has textured detail on the little axe holder. I'll show you that in a bit. Holster goes down and around with more detail. Nothing really going on with the left leg. Pretty much same as the right. Now up here at the crotch, that's where he's not Zartan anymore. They just switched it out to the regular blank so you won't get that dreadnought belt buckle. But whatever, who cares? He's not a dreadnought. So at the waist, he has some kind of animal pelt with some kind of leopardy print on it. It looks really good. The print's done in this kind of shiny paint, so from far away, it sticks out really well and looks really good. Around his waist, he's just got a big old rope with some voodoo shit going on, some garlic, and just all the way around, it's just a piece of rope that's painted, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Up on the chest, he's just got this very plain Jane battle vest, but it looks good. It's got nice little pockets and sculpted detail. Up here, more pockets, more detail. And up here near the shoulder, you can see some nice paint in there, nice yellow paint. Goes up and around the collar. Same thing on this side, looks really good, well sculpted. Here it is from the back, just more of that nice texturing. They slap some sloppy ass yellow on the back of mine. Up here on his neck, he's got his little voodoo necklace with little white painted bones there. Up here at the shoulder, he's got this crazy skull that's painted white, looks really good, has a little wash in there to really bring it out in the light. Underneath, it's sitting on some kind of hairy pelt. The whole thing's a separate piece that's glued to his vest, so his arm can get lots of range. It'll move, no problem. The arm itself is just reuse of Zartan, so same movement on the Zartan shoulder and the bicep here, but down here it's a little different. The overlay on top is different, but we'll get to it. So he's got shoulder swivel, he's got a light butterfly joint, so his arm does go back and forth. So over here at the wrist, we just have a new little overlay here. It's got a little bit of that fuzz on it. We got these voodoo bones that are hollowed out to probably be like throwing daggers. I think that's really cool. They're sitting on this nice gauntlet. It very much looks exactly like the Zartan one, but up here there's this fuzz that the Zartan one doesn't have, so I assume that's just a part of the new overlay, but it's still really neat to put that detail in there. Down at the hands, you are just getting Zartan's hands, but I like them. They have a neat texture on them. You can just see it there. Same deal on the left arm, just reuse of Zartan here and here, and then you get your new overlay piece. And just down here at the gloves, it's just reuse again. Now at the head, he actually gets a little more movement than you would think with the big piece of rubber dreadlocks laying around, but I'm pretty impressed. It moves around. He's got a lot of hindered movement. I mean, even down here with the skirt, you're only gonna be able to pose them so well. All right, let's take a look at these accessories. First up, we're gonna take a look at his evil little tomahawk here, and just look at all the detail in the handle. That's really nice. It's sculpted in a black plastic. I got no problems with it. It's actually made out of a pretty hard material. It's better than ooey gooey, and it is completely straight, so I'm very happy with that. Next up, we're gonna take a look at his knife, and this looks like a new knife. The blade's got nice silver paint on it. Handle sculpted really well. If you look down here, it almost looks like it has an eye and a beak on it. Next up, we're gonna take a look at his gigantically crazy compound bow, and this thing is just detailed like crazy, but it's just all one fixed piece. This thing over here doesn't even move really. I guess you could loop his finger in there. It'd probably look cool. I like when they throw us new shit, so this is fun. Over here, we got an arrow, and believe it or not, it's a new sculpted arrow. It's got a different tip, looks like a Star Trek communicator pin, deadly bobs sticking out, but looks really cool. For some reason, oh, you bastard. Here we have the silencer thing that sticks on the bow and arrow itself. I am gonna stick that puppy on there now before I lose it, because it keeps falling off the table. And we just insert like a gentleman, and there you go. The bow is complete. Pretty fucking cool looking. All right, we're gonna look at the backpack. Has nice textured detail in it. Storage thingy here, here, and here, and you can also plug the arrow in there, which is really nice. Oddly enough, look where the peg's located. I think that's really neat, and it's molded to his back. We will put all the weapons on this thing in a little bit. All right, next up, we have the face masks, and this thing looks wild. It's some crazy skull. It's got a little wash on it. You can see all the detail in there. They even painted the teeth, and it's got funky sideburns. And on the back, it has the indent for the face, so it should clip in no problem. But this thing is wild. Take a look at that real quick. And last up, we got his funky translucent predator mask. And honestly, I thought this thing was gonna be shiny as hell, and I'm totally glad it isn't, because you can see all the fucking detail in there. Man, they went crazy on this thing. And I gotta say, it's kind of a shame it's translucent, and I understand why it is, but this thing would have been wild with some fucking paint on it. Seriously, like, this thing would have been amazing. On the back, same deal. It's indented to maximize face suction. All right, now comes the part where we put all this shit on the figure. So first, we are gonna do the masks. So we're gonna plop that bone mask on, and it just fits in there completely snug. I didn't even have to move it. And let's give him the I'm gonna shake you, motherfucker test. Yeah, that mask is in there, so kudos to you, design team. So it fits on the head. You can move his head back and forth with no problems with the big scary mask on. I'm not sure if I really like this, but it's growing on me the more and more I look at it, so I'm not gonna cry about options. All right, next up, we're gonna put his funky translucent predator mask on, and same deal, that just pops on and no problem. Now, if we get up really close, this thing looks fucking awesome. But here's the problem. The further we get away, the more we lose that detail that makes him look so fucking awesome. And I'm not saying it's lost completely, but like when you're looking at it on a shelf or from far away, you're gonna lose all that beautiful detail. So I hope this guy ends up in some kind of subline and they just paint this mask and go all out on it, because that would be fucking wild. Like I said, I've seen the figure this is based off of, and you need this, and it has to be this way. So this is the one that's gonna stay on it for me. So next up, we're gonna take the backpack and we're gonna do the storage thing real quick, just so I could show you them. I'll slap this baby on the back of them. Now the arrow just ports in right here if I can get it in the hole. So the arrow fits in there real well. I mean, it kind of sits funny, but it's storage. I'm not gonna complain. Now this one took me a minute because I'm an idiot, but we're gonna take this thing off, port that in right at the bottom. Now, the loops right here are made out of incredibly strong plastic, so you gotta be really careful when you're loading this shit in there. But basically, you wanna take the bow and you wanna take the flattest part of the bow, which is right here, and you wanna line it up with this hole right here, okay? So we're gonna just float that sucker in there, and then what you do is you turn it and it loads in there without a problem. And I'm telling you, if you put in the handle, you are gonna fucking rule the day you did it, sir. So next up, the knife ports right into the side. All in all, everything fits into this backpack, and you know how I feel about complete storage. So here he is with the bow and arrow. The arrow fits into his hand just okay. The actual bow itself is kind of wonky and weird, but like I said, it's fun and it's unique to him right now, so I don't mind it at all. It sits really well. He looks really cool with it from far away. The actual arrow honestly doesn't fit into their fingers that well. I kind of like the big Bobo old arrow better. And here he is with the tomahawk, fits in his hand real well. Fun addition to the character. It also ports into the leg, no problem. He's got storage for everything. I really dig it. Here he is with the new knife, fits in his hands really well. It isn't going anywhere. The backpack just pegs in nice and easy. Fits in no problem. Sits on his back, and his dreads actually avoid this area, so his pack fits on there really well and looks great. Look at that. And for a size comparison, we have him with Major Blood and Big Ben. Here we have him with Shipwreck and my favorite Saboteur, Firefly. And here we have him with Destro and Tripwire. Here we have Lowlight and Dr. Meatball Vendor ready to get down on a glizzy. So at the end of the day, and my final thoughts are, for a made-up character from a couple of years ago, he's pretty fucking cool. He does kinda look way too much like a predator mixed with some fucking crazy voodoo shit, but that's fun. The Zartan reuse isn't out of control, new head sculpt looks great, lots of fun accessories, and that's all I got this time, people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next review. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.